Hello everyone. Welcome back to yet another devlog. Sorry. So I skipped my stream yesterday. So today we are going to continue with the next challenge in codecrafters. Just some remarks from the previous session. So at the end of the almost at the end of the previous session, there was some network issues on my stream, and yeah, the quality of the video online on YouTube is not that great. It still is visible to watch the details, but not as smooth as usual. I was using restream.io to prevent this kind of issues, but apparently they don't keep a recorded version while we are streaming. So the same issues on the stream also exist on the recording. So I canceled my account there, and now I'm directly streaming via OBS while also enabling it to record the video, so in case something went wrong, I will yeah, upload the recording during the session. So far so good. Let's hope this time the quality doesn't drop that much. But yeah, back to business. To my surprise, when I was preparing for the stream, I realized 2 days ago in my last stream, when I solved the header problem, somehow the question parsing section is also passed. So I'm not going to spend much more time here anyways, and I'm going to pick this one up. However, I'm thinking I was sidetracked from my initial goal from this whole challenge, where I wanted to do how best I can do this. So I wanted to develop my own unit tests and stuff like that, but that didn't happen. So I was quite busy solving the challenges, learning the language, and I was still learning that. So I might spend a little bit more time on this challenge, and maybe add some extra stuff here and there, and share it here as well. So with that being said, let's get back to the challenge at hand. So parse compressed packet. In this stage, we will parse the DNS question section, which has compressed the question label sequences. You will be sent multiple values in the question section, and you have to parse the queries and respond with the same question section. No need for compression in the response, along with the answers for them. As for the answer section, responding with an A record type for each question, the values for these A records can be anything of your choosing. As we already know how the question section and the answer section looks like from the previous stages, we will just give high-level details of the packet that you are sent, and what the tester expects. Here's what the tester will send you, what the tester expects in response. So in response, we need to have header, question 1, question 2, answer 1, answer 2. Okay. You don't need to compress your response. We will never ask you to do something that will overflow the buffer size restriction of UDP. So compressing your response packet is not something you have to worry about, though. If you like an extra challenge, feel free to compress the DNS packet. This is interesting because on writing the answer section, this is what I eventually ended up doing to solve the error I was facing there. It wasn't parsing and saying you are overflowing the size that you're communicating for our data, but yeah, that somehow got it fixed. With that, I don't think there is a way for Dig to send multiple questions at the same time, so I used the below Python script that I found in the forums. If you're facing DNS query, DNS overflow, header size, the problem could be question answer order. In your response, correct order is question 1, question 2, answer 1, answer 2, incorrect question 1, answer. Okay. This is interesting. Let's see if, for example, I say dig this and oh, it's possible to send 2 questions. TLDR dig. So short, get a detailed answer for a given domain, no. TLS, perform a reverse DNS lookup. Okay, DNS query, dig will look up DNS server. Okay, I don't know what the hell is a dig command in Linux with example. Yeah, and then server. The hostname or IP address to which the query is directed to. So let's run my server, and then in the port I had an echo somewhere here, right? Echo this, so dig. Oh, it's already there. Okay, like this, and then codecrafters IO. I'm getting the response. Now what I need to do is to add a second query, which they didn't indicate what is it. Let's do that. Like Google Lockdown, or even better, sorcery zone. Yeah, so it's only responding with the same response, but if I don't do that, basically specify like this, yeah, I got the codecrafters over here, and then sorcery zone. over here. Okay. Wait a minute. I'm actually responding to both of them. Wait a minute. I want to try something. Bring this one up. And then there was a TCP dump command. TCP dump. I tested the TCP dump recently like this. Yep. And what happens now that I send one response? This is the request I'm sending. This is the response I'm getting. Right? Now what happens if I do both of them? So this is the problem. It's not sending the, oh, this guy then is right. So here, I think there is a way to send multiple questions at the same time. Even though that's working, it's not sending them at the same time. It's asking the questions one by one. Okay, so with that, I'm going to copy this and put s.py, and then in dev.mix, go here, languages.python.enable equal to true, and then in, I think it will automatically also install a language server. Okay, and then that's the py no module, and I cannot keep it directly. I don't have a pfinder. And which Python will be running? Okay, I need to look up something in one of my old projects because and so here let's Python packages should be a Python function with key, yeah, like this, and then close off and put here pip Python LSP server and apply what what's happening? Oh, yeah. And then down here, the syntax was a little bit weird. Yeah, I need to call it with Python 3 with packages. Okay. Now can you run it? The operation not permitted. What are we doing here? I should have read the code first before running it. It is because the operation is not permitted or the server is not running. So let's go here, run the server over here. It wants to open a socket. Python-m win source vn being activated, yes, and then pick source fire already satisfied, and then which version are you running? Yes, and how about now? This is weird. I thought it's because of the pass, but should I run it like Python test.py? Let's first see. This is Kappai package. How legit is it? I've never used it before. Okay, it's a decently old Python package. Manipulated packets. Scappa is a powerful interactive packet manipulation library. Nice. Didn't know such a thing exists in Python. Yeah, let's run it with this. Yeah, now it cannot run it, but what if I use my in Python? Python test.py. Let's search for the error. Combine use root privileges to create raw socket packets because it uses Python socket library. Raw sockets are only allowed to be used Interesting. How can I overcome? Yeah, the one user me. I think I prefer to not use it, actually. And instead update this library. Sorry, this command. And for that, I'd like to ask gptel update the following command to put 2 questions in the same request, one for codecrafters.io and the other one for sorcery zone. Trading. Text shell. Here's an updated command. I trust it. that it works in the first try. Let's see. Remove this, and then okay, there was a typo. Did I make the typo? So let's see how valid it is, right? Let's see if server response goes up now. Not really. Sorry, for some reason I'm coughing. I didn't try it by myself. I guess this could be an option. If I can use OS socket to... Is it possible for this to work? Yes. What I'm trying to do, the main reason I'm not interested in running this code is, to be honest, I don't think this requires privileged access. So like, SR1 stream socket is not defined. Where is stream socket? So yeah, the same thing. It didn't run it. Dig or any other CLI. Yes, you can use dig. But these are two different requests. I want them to be in the same. Okay. You're right. I also don't separate packets, unfortunately. The real what's the standard? Unfortunately, what's the standard? DNS CLI tools don't support multiple questions in a single DNS packet because it's rarely used in practice. Many DNS servers don't handle it properly. The DNS specification allows it but doesn't require server support. I'm afraid that's why let's try another agent. parse this. Actually, let me move it here. The DNS packet bit by bit, and let me know if it's done. Oh man, you're thinking for so long. You never independent bias. I probably need to switch my Claude code to GPT as well. Claude seems to be really stupid these days. It's making silly mistakes, but there was also this part which took my attention. Does this even run? Python tested UI. No module name DNS. Yeah. Install DNS Python. Source. Mostly straightforward, I understand, but if it's correct. Here's the packet decoded step by step. It's not valid as a DNS query because the second queue name is malformed. Yeah, I can imagine. And what is this? You pick it and profit them. I need these two domains requeried in the same DNS message. Here is how I use it. And then echo. I need to manually copy it because I can echo. Text is F64. Oh, this is the fixed text, okay. And so we have the ID and flags. QD count 2, question 1, 0C, yeah, 12 whites, 12.2, 02. It's longer than. Am I missing a 02 somewhere? No, that's the 02. And then the 00. Okay, then type. Oh, okay. Then Q class, yes. And then 08. Sorcery 04 zone 11. Okay. Okay, now I have both of them in the response. And actually, let's bring this up to the same line. Nice. Now, finally back to the problem I had. Oh, now I believe I can guess why. Actually, that's doing what's doing, but before that, I think I am interested to switch this to GPT. Let me quickly do that as well. So system settings, utils, and GPT. Yep. And then over here. Like this all together. Or if it's possible to do, let's skip this because I forget that name either. And GPT 5 XE, yeah, and then switch here, kill this, and open GPT. No, I think temporarily what can I do is to Ctrl C G dash. Copilot GPT-5 was actually correct. Nice. So, who are you? Right now. What model? Just takes longer. I'm GPT-4. Okay, then I guess for now I'm going to just live with it and use GPT-5 from my browser. So, yeah. Yeah. It's probably because of the plan of Copilot that I'm using, which is quite annoying. Anyways, back to business over here. So I think I know what's going on here. for the header part, I'm correctly returning what I'm receiving up until here. And then for the first one, I'm returning the correct answer. But then something happens. Back to music. Okay, for each answer, what am I sending, right? Here I have class. Python int for C, 0x for C. '76, 15, 15, 21, 21. That's it. No, it is. Actually, Copilot was right. I misjudged it because now Cloudflare is not responding my second query. It's just responding my first one. Then Google is even redacting the second part. It's interesting. So if I send the same query to Google and codecrafters, sorry, the Cloudflare is keeping the question section, but only answering the first question. Then Google altogether is ignoring the second part and returning. And back to why it was working for me is basically what I'm doing is returning question as is. So let me see. This is the question, and I'm just reading it. After the first solve why, I'm sending everything back as the question. That's why it's working on my side, and that's probably why I successfully managed to skip this. But now they want an answer, and for the answer, what I can do, I'm just going to blindly do it because I'm not 100% sure how it works. Questions I'm passing on correctly. What I would like to do is to figure out how many questions I have. The thing is, they said that the question would be compressed. Uncompressed label sequence, compressed label sequence. So maybe it's actually better to parse the question. Okay, I'm going to create a question that's sick. Probably need to go back a few times, but first question equal to this, and also import cd and questions. I think I had a description. Let me close you. Want to have you on my side here. Set up a UDP server. Right. Question, I think. Coming message compression. We start at 11. Yes, I understand. This is how we compress the answer, but how does it work in questions? It's something I need to learn, but for now, let's focus. Okay, we have name. I have name. It's U8. And then I have here type, it's 2 byte, U16, and then Q class also 2 byte, U16. And then what I want to have is to public function, I call it parse. Yeah, let's call it parse for now. Then what I want to get in is the input I have here. This received bytes, which is the size. This is the buffer. So I want to receive a buffer of U8, and do I need to get an offset? Because the header is what that knows how many questions I need to read, right? Then every time I can do two things. I can ask my function to read this many questions, or let it up to user to do it. I'm going to keep it for a user to do it. Maybe I refactor it later, but for now I'm going to also get an offset of U size, and the return is question. Rename question. And yeah, like that. So how the question works is the first label so I will have a variable, call it, I think I made a mistake here. I have, what should I call this? What do I even need to do this to get an offset and a starting offset? I can get in a slice from the user and then have the offset here of the view size equals 0, and then while buffer offset. So first offset is less than buff than len, and okay, and buffer offset is not equal to 0, 0, or how should I say this? That is a null pointer. Cannot do this. What's happening here? Okay. Is what we do now is const label length was equal to offset, and then why are you nagging? Never mutated. Yeah, I'm going to mutate you now. Offset is equal to one for offset itself, the plus equal to for offset itself plus label length. So now I let's say I have 0.9, so wait a minute, am I should be 0.8, yeah, and then 0.4 zone, right? And then let's say I have 0 here. What I'm doing is read the first byte, consider that length, move the offset to the end of the label, read the next byte, if it's not 0, we do the same thing at the offset, and then until we see that. Okay, what I need to do is return question where name is equal to buffer from 0 to offset. Actually, let's bring this out. I think class name equal to this, and then std type equal to std mem read int u16 and buffer is buffer from let's increase the offset plus equal to 1 and go here. Wow, offset to offset 2, and for this put what happened? Now go back, big, and offset equal to 1. Q plus name Q type okay. Now in the main, I need to return something else here. Apart from the question, I also need to indicate the next offset, right? Otherwise, I don't know where to pick up the next offset from. So far, I was doing so by picking up the next 0, but now this function is taking care of it. So I think it's like this. So I do question of type question and then next u size. Maybe a struct. Beautiful. Now if I can mark all of it, I have a struct like this, and then dot question is equal to this, and shouldn't I put the dot? invalid left hand side in the assignment. Maybe that's because of this. If it, oh, maybe search it just. They return multiple values from function. Ah, okay. Yeah, guess what? Like this. And then equal. And comma. This trick was for casting, right? So now it's casting to this type, and then I have access to both of them. And there it will be the offset. Beautiful. I think now I have what I need. Then over here for question. I can have a list. Of questions. Let's see. So here, import question message. Oh no. Message question. Let's see. Instead of question, I will have var questions, which is of type list of question and equal to undefined. I also know the length of it, right? It would be qd count, so header dot, not that header, but q header dot qd count, not the qd count, yeah. And then for zero till q header, that's qd count dot count. Let's consider this a queue. I want to set questions queue, or index, probably better, equal to question dot parse. Oh, actually no, it should be like this, so I can get access to the value. Question is equal to this, and const question is equal to this. And what am I going to send to it is var offset equal to 12, and then here send well, skip the first 12. And do I need to limit it to receive bytes? I don't know. But question is what I want here. And I also want to offset plus equal to question dot next offset. Question that land doesn't exist for now. Let's keep it like this. Questions. Or do a bit of a hack for now. If that error happens a lot, first question equal to question 0. I just first want to see if my old functionality was working. Unable to resolve comp time value of QD count. Okay. That changes a lot of things. Can it now work to index it like this? Okay, I think I have a mistake there as well. Yes, I want it to be like this. For the time being, I'm going to add an extra field here called raw and keep that to U8. That's an ugly trick, but I think it's interesting as well. So the dot raw would be buffer from 0 to offset. And then down here, my question.raw is the question I need. Expected type, got that. Yeah. And what happens now? It crashed. Error protection exception. No address available. Zig append to slice. Cool. I got distracted with the stream being delayed a little bit, but fortunately things are going quite well over there. So apparently OBS is also dying, screaming encoding overloaded. Consider turning down video settings or use a faster encoding. That I will consider for tomorrow. But for now, back to this. What I was looking for is array list. And okay, wrong link. Array list. Oh, yeah. I remember this one, but I think that doesn't exist anymore. This is not fun. Let's see. I think now for question, I'm saying var questions equal to std mem array list, was it? Or std array list of type question. Do I have in it? I think I've been here. Initialize with externally managed memory. The buffer determines the capacity and the length is set to 0. When initialized this way, all functions that accept an allocator argument cause illegal behavior. Initialize with capacity to hold non-elements. Num exactly. The initializing with the init. Let's see if this is what I need. Init buffer. Queue up. Var queue up equal to of type question equal to undefined, and then I have a typo, questions, and then what happened? Never mutated. I can't see it. And here it didn't want to have the pointer, right? It wanted to have a list of a type as input. Align type, okay, and then deeper questions, init. I don't need to init this, right? Initialize with externally managed memory. The buffer determines the capacity and the length is set to 0. When initialized this way, all functions that accept an allocator argument can I questions dot append no, I need to read about this. I just wish they updated this like guide to a newer version someday. 14 is not in development anymore, it's 15. Actually 16 now that it's in development, right? Change log, change log, I cannot type. Zig. A good reminder, I'm going to sponsor Zig because I just love them. I had something here, documentation. Is it the one? Release. Yeah, this is what I wanted to look at. And array list. Make unmanaged the default. Yeah, this document I read before as well. Let's see. Warning. This will be having an extra field is having the null hypothesis. What pattern having an allocator field allow that not having one doesn't? Yeah, this riddle. Avoiding accidentally using the wrong allocator convenience when you need to pass an allocator also. But there are downsides. Worse method function. Signature in the face of reservation. Inability to statically initialize. Extra memory storage cost, particularly for nested containers. The reason goes like this: the upside are not worth the downside. Also, given that the correct allocator is always handy and incorrect use can be trivially safety checked. The simplicity of only having one implementation is quite valuable compared to the convenience that is in practice. This has not been controversial change with experienced users. Okay, ring buffer. There are too many ring buffer implementation in the standard library. This is removed. This piece, it's really difficult for me to decipher. But append is not an option. Also, I don't have the size of the object, so I cannot use a list. What can I do and what I actually need? I think I just made it too complex for myself. For the question section, all I was doing so far was returning whatever I was getting. Yeah, and then actually no, I need the label, right? Because I need to parse that. I need to think about it. I'm going to end this stream here. I think I spent enough time on some quite interesting challenges today. The array list was a bummer, but I need to find an alternative for it tomorrow. I hopefully can get back to it tomorrow. I'm also a little bit behind my schedule. I haven't released the notes of the previous stream I had, which I plan to do both of them tomorrow. Both, I think, session 6, which was 2 days ago, and 7, which was today. Let me know what you think, and yeah, take care. It was an interesting experience for me today. See you later.